look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, let me tell you something, Jack. I have for you a modern woman, black woman in particular, who wants to tell you F marriage. She said that there's not a man on this planet that can talk her into getting married. She is completely against marriage. And she also says that she's a beautiful woman, a pretty woman. Spoiler alert, in my most humble opinion. Her face look like a half-baked booty pop, but don't let that discourage you from today's episode. Now, before I show you this woman, hit the notification bell. Once you do, select the option that says all so that you can be informed of all my new content. Can you dig it? Now, let me go ahead and put this thing on here right quick, man. Give me a second, dog. Boom. We better get over that shit. There she go. Look at her, y'all. Beautiful, huh? Anyway, let's get it.
So hey y'all, I hope everybody's having a good day. I am coming on y'all man-made web to talk about why no man will ever convince me of being his wife. Ever. I don't care how rich he is. I don't care how romantic he is. I don't care how fine he is. There's nothing that a man can do to convince me to be a wife at this point in my life, okay? I'm 34 years old, all right? I have lived, I have enjoyed, and outside of there are a lot of videos like this. I'm just speaking on why. Okay, so this is several parts. Most men marry for convenience, okay? They're marrying the woman. And again, I'm not generalizing. I'm not going to say all. I'm not saying all, okay? So don't come at me, I'm not like that. Or women, my husband's not like that. Chill down, pipe down and listen. Open your ears and listen, okay? Most men, not all, marry for convenience. Most men have mommy issues. Most men are marrying the woman that is going to cater to their needs, that are going to help elevate them in life, whether it's in career. A lot of times men look more valuable when they have a wife.
Oh, good God. Let me go ahead and get on this right here, right now, man. The things that she just said to you are not negative things. A man would love to have a woman that can assist him getting to the next level. That's why you're called a helpmeet. That's why you're called an assistant. See, this woman is backwards, man. Now, she said no one can ever talk her into giving her hand in marriage because all men, then she backs up and say, not all, but all men only marry for convenience. Let me ask you something. Should a man marry a woman out of inconvenience? Because a woman with an attitude and a fly mile who can't budget her own money, have bad credit, have multiple children from multiple different men is extremely inconvenient. Now look here, man. Something is wrong with this chick, man. But let's keep going.
To their partners, to their boss. So a lot of, even Beyonce said it. Take me just to compliment the deal and upgrade you about Jay-Z, right? So listen, men benefit off women. They do. And I respect that. Women can benefit off men, but this is a patriarchal world, right? Fast forward, we're today. My neighbors have been arguing for the last 2 hours. I have lived in my place for 4 years. When I tell you they argue often, all the time, I just know at this point, he don't like his wife. He don't. A lot of men don't like their wives. They like what their wife does.
A lot of men who are married, a lot of them still do love their wives, but they may no longer be attracted to their wives. Excuse me, my allergies. That's the problem. Because a lot of times when they got the woman and asked for her hand in marriage, she was hot or she looked attractive enough to make that man keep a hard on. A lot of these women get these bigger backs and these bigger stomachs. They don't take care of themselves. They don't want to style their hair. They don't want to fix their hair. They don't want to keep up their upkeep. And you would think a woman, a real woman would care about her appearance, especially in front of her man. So just because you're a man and a woman argue, a husband and wife argue, that does not mean that man does not love her anymore. It does not mean that he's in a situation or where he figured it's cheaper to keep her. There's ups and downs in all relationships. This woman just being a messy motherfucker right here. That's what this is right here. Let's keep going.
She cooks for him. She caters to his every need. She makes sure his appointments are booked. She makes sure to pick up his... She's basically his maid. She is basically his maid. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta go get my comb. She's basically his maid. And so, back to my neighbors. My neighbor... Now, the husband, I give him, he about a 7. He okay. The wife, I never like to talk about women like that in regards, but you can tell she definitely has some insecurities. You can tell they've had issues in their marriage, but you can also tell he ain't shit.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? You can also tell that he ain't crap. Why are you so interested and involved in these other people relationship? What they got going on ain't got nothing to do with you. Now let me go and keep going. I'm trying to find the right spot again. All right. Give me a second. But that is insanity, man. Like I always say, let's get it, man.
That are broken and cheating and don't give a damn about their wives' emotions or feelings than he, than he does about himself or the next person. They don't care. They don't give a damn about you. They just trying to get their next fix, get their little ping, because a lot of times people don't realize sexual energy is the most powerful energy. So when you just out there screwing everybody, it's giving that man a boost. So if you're not screwing your husband, he's looking to get it from somewhere else. If you're sitting there and you're, thinking that, oh, we're married, he wouldn't cheat on me, girl, bye. Listen, these men out here cheating. And if you are an average Jane, no shade, there's nothing wrong with being plain. There's nothing wrong with not wearing makeup. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to do your hair. Like, everybody is different. I'm not expecting everybody wants to get up and be glamorous. But I'm here to tell you, most men work their asses off to get that diamond. They want the prettiest girl. They want to walk out and be that man. And a lot of times, that beautiful chick on his arm, which might not be the wife because he married the wife for convenience, as, what's her name, Sheer 7 would say, Barbara the Builder, he married her. So now, he's made it to where he's at. He's not going to divorce her because the wife's going to take half the assets. So what he going to do? He going to cheat. He going to cheat. And baby, let me tell y'all.
Let me tell you something. This woman's a damn fool, man. Everything she says ain't making no sense, man. Of course, a man is going to want an attractive woman. That is the goal of every man. Okay? That's what we start off wanting, and that's something that we still want. But we also get older and wiser and understand that some of these women are airheads, the ones that look real good, pretty, and fine and stuff. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. They don't want to treat you right. So to an extent, a man would come, he'd be like, okay, I need to find me a woman that's hot and sexy to me. I don't need to have a woman that everybody thinks is extremely hot and sexy. Too many problems come with that. So let me find a woman that's hot and sexy for me, who will still treat me like a king and treat me how I want to be treated. Okay, that's just how it goes, man. And there is something wrong with a woman who doesn't want to be looking glamorous, as you say. In other words, who doesn't want to keep her shape up? Who doesn't want to keep her looks up? Keep her hair up, nails, everything on her body looking good. That's not a real woman, because I don't know through me. That's trash. A woman who doesn't want to keep her appearance up, she don't have to do it for a man. She can do it for herself. See, that's the thing. You got to keep looking good for your man if you got one. And if you don't invest in your look as a woman before you get a man, how do you expect to get one? We don't look for ugly women. We don't look for women that look all dirty and nasty. Some of you will say, well, you'll sleep with one. Yeah, we'll probably sleep with a woman that don't look like top notch, whatever. That's just lust. That's not love. A man can sleep with anybody, don't have no feelings with it. We can sleep with a woman for years and don't never develop a feeling for her. Well, most of us can. They got these tender dick dudes out here now, but majority of us can do that. But a woman cannot sleep with a man for multiple years and don't develop no feelings. You see what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
Something. I love my peace way too much to be out here worried about if a man out here screwing, because there are men that are married that are out here having affairs and they're screwing raw, and then they're screwing raw with chicks that are out here screwing other people, and it's nasty. So you out here putting your partner at risk. At the end of the day, there are a lot of miserable wives and miserable husbands that honestly don't love or like each other. So while they sit here and they get on this net and make it seem like they're the most perfect couple, oh my God, look at my life, baby, they can't stand each other. And
Sound like a jealous woman to me, speaking to y'all right here and right now. Sound like a jealous woman. Yeah, some men fall out of love with their wives, but it's normally because there's turmoil, consistent turmoil in their relationships. Just because they argue don't mean that they fell out of love. This woman mad because she ain't got a man, y'all. Can you dig it?
they married for convenience or business or whatever, and they regret it. And it shows. It shows every day when they go to work. It shows every day in the interactions. It shows every day in how they are as a parent. It just shows. It's going to show up. Your misery will show up, and it will show out. Not how you expect, not how you want, but when you are unhappy and you are living a life that is not bringing you joy and purpose, you feel it. You feel it. No matter how you say, no matter how you try to sit there and say, oh, no, I don't. I'm fine. That's why a lot of people are depressed. Again, a lot of people are living lives that are not within their purpose. They're living lives with people that they're not supposed to be tied to, that God never intended for them to build anything with. But because they needed a person, or they were desperate to say, I have a man, or I'm married, or they couldn't be patient to have children, or whatever the case might be.
Why are you saying this about men? The things that you're saying, why don't you tell that to the women out there who's having all these bastard children with all these different men? Why don't you say this stuff about the women who are having so many different non-marital births? You saying, well, they're getting with people that they shouldn't be with. They're committing to people that they shouldn't be committed to. They're doing all this for people that they shouldn't be doing it for. What about the women who are opening their legs every day and getting pregnant by random men, getting ran through? How come your message is not directed to them in that manner? Why you got to blame us for every damn thing? Talk to your sisterhood, cuz. Talk to her.
What happens? They settle, and they marry, and they're unhappy. And I don't want to be that.
Don't worry. I guarantee you, I do declare that your ass will never get married. The way you think, the way you talk, you ain't got to worry about that whatsoever. I promise you ain't got to worry about that. When they see you, they may want to smash and dash, but as soon as you start opening your mouth, they out. Because they going to see exactly what you think and how you feel about things, man. You go ahead and keep living that lonely life. You be all right. You be all right. Well, let me go ahead and get up out of this thing right here. I'll be talking to y'all pretty soon. Y'all take it easy now, yeah?